Well, good day, my friends. It's your old pal Jordan the Lion and the beautiful Katie.
Hello.
How are you all doing today? I hope you said great. We are coming to you from, once again, the St. Paul, Minneapolis area. I had heard about this fantasy film museum that was in the Maplewood Mall here, and I was planning on coming back, eventually, but I got a lot of messages of people telling me that it's closing and that actually today is the last day. And they had touted themselves as being the largest movie museum in the Midwest, 300 costumes, so I thought we should go see it. But something crazy happened today. Let me tell you about it. So Katie, while we're traveling, I kind of always check Facebook Marketplace just to see what's out there, because in different parts of the country, never know what you'll find. Today we woke up and someone was selling something that we had kind of wanted for a long time.
This is a gem, an absolute gem, and I'm so excited we have it. It's something we are going to love and cherish because it is a signature of someone who we are a very, very big fan of.
We went and saw him in concert not too long ago, but we love him in every movie that he's in. And somebody actually in this area was selling, you want to hold it up? It was a Bill Murray signed baseball. And what we were amazed by was it's signed on an American Association ball. And when I looked it up, that was an independent baseball league that the St. Paul Saints were in up until 2020. And he was one of the owners of the St. Paul Saints.
Team psychologist.
Yeah, we read that.
Unquote,
so
yes.
The lady that we got it from was about 70 years old. She said she was there that night and met him, and he was signing autographs for a bunch of people. And she said, I've just had it for a bunch of years and don't want it anymore. So we got it for a steal. And I thought, wow, what are the odds we're going to a movie museum and then we would get something like that? So great start to our day. All right, here we are. Carousel. Turns out we entered on the second floor and it's on the first floor. Okay, this must be our place. It looks like some Snow White stuff. A little bit of a teaser shows they have some stuff from Once Upon a Time, Peter Pan, Lemony Snicket's, Narnia, Harry Potter. In this window, Katie's looking at one of the young Mystiques from X-Men, First Class. That's the costume and the wig. Preview before we go in. All right. Can't believe a museum with 300 artifacts couldn't make it. I wonder if it's the area or, I don't know. Oh, and also a Black Power Ranger costume. All right, so here we are. We just talked to the owner and he said there's a potential that maybe they'll be able to bring it back if there's, some interest or whatever. Maybe even Mall of America, if Mall of America would show interest. So if you like this, please comment in the video because maybe this museum can come back. But this is going to be the last time you can see it. Immediately when you walk in, I have not seen this movie, but I love this prop. I thought this was amazing. It's from Death of a Unicorn with Paul Rudd. And it's a puppet. And it's the unicorn stallion puppet from the movie. And it says that the filmmakers wanted to move away from the stereotypical way people thought of unicorns, so they went more towards the ancient god version and they tried to keep it real looking. So this is the one that if you see the movie that you'll see, and they have photos of it from the movie. I'll match up right here. I mean, that's an all-star cast too right there. I mean, but look, there's the puppet. Jenny Ortega. So if you're a fan of Jenny Ortega, you could have seen the puppet here. Too cool. All right, I want to share a little bit of the way it's laid out. Here's the owner over here. As soon as we walk in, we have Queen Elizabeth's costume from The Crown. Look at that. I know a lot of people are fans of that. So that, they even have a photo of her wearing it, of course. That is definitely that dress, no doubt. They have a nice display of other gowns with it. And then over here, it says the prop that started it all. This was the prop that got him interested, and it says, early winter of 2019, William Swift, the creator of the Enchanted Fantasy Museum, discovered a world of prop collecting, beginning with this goblet from Once Upon a Time. It all began with just one prop and a dream to inspire and bring movie magic to the lives of fellow Minnesotans. That is awesome. Everybody has one thing that started it, and this is his. Once Upon a Time. Alright. Some of this stuff I have not seen, obviously, but I'm going to share it with you. Here's some Once Upon a Time stuff. Obviously, he was heavily inspired by that. Started it all, so here's the Snow White and Prince Charming costumes. Wow. With Grumpy the Axe. Grumpy's axe. That is neat. Great display. And then over here, they have some of the props, and it's the potion rack from Once Upon a Time. And then over here, some of the screen-used props from Once Upon a Time. Chipped cup. Snow White's heart. Wow. The glasses. There's Elsa's necklace. And the swords. Wow. That is so cool. And then this is also from Once Upon a Time. This is the Blue Fairy costume. So it looks like most of this first entry room that we're looking at is all dedicated to Once Upon a Time. Here's Captain Hook.
Really utilize my imagination.
Wow.
It's one of the most fun characters people have.
That's great.
Every episode, every wardrobe fitting, I end up saying, this is not my favorite costume. This is my favorite costume. I think they're all fantastic.
It's so cool to see such a collection all together.
Perfectly made. Like
This is an unused cloak, but it was for the show, Maleficent's. It's a pretty big one too. Look, takes up the whole floor. And then, yeah, over here, take a look at that. You had to know he was going to have that if he had everything else. Over here they have Wolverine's claw. And what do we have here? Underworld. The Death Dealer coat. Wow. Actually, two pieces from Underworld. So that's Kate Beckinsale's. And it's sad. He was just telling us this is the only movie museum really like in Minnesota. So the fact that this is going away. This is Victor's Death Dealer coat. Look how long that is. And the hair. And it's cool the way they displayed him. You can actually see the back of everything. You can see the full costume. This is the Sister Night costume from Watchmen. They have a photo of it right there. And Katie's over here by the Umbrella Academy stuff. Luther's costume, Tom Hopper, all the way down to the work boots. Allison Hargreaves, Klaus. the cult leader costume with the wig. And then over here, number 5's costume from the Umbrella Academy. And then this is Grace's costume, it says. And then this is all props. So there's one of the actors' chairs, but then you have everything from watches in here to the VHS, the book. You have the briefcase and to-go bags. Now let's move on. This one is from A Series of Unfortunate Events. It's quite a hat. Quite a costume. And they also have that costume right there. And then over here, another one of her costumes. And she's got the beret and everything, and you can see in that photo. She's wearing that. And then over here is Aunt Josephine's costume. Whenever possible, I'm going to show you the matching photos that they have. So there it is. Here we can see all the kids' clothing right there. Like I said, I love how if it's a show that he likes or something he started collecting, he's gotten a lot of it. So over here we have Arthur and Eleanor Poe costumes. And of course, photos of them wearing it. Eleanor. And these are all props from the movie. Never heard of this one. This is the Serpent Queen costumes. They do have a photo of her wearing this one right there. And then there's another costume. And this is from the movie The Great. This is Orlo's play costume. And a lot of this stuff is from The Great, including this. And he's wearing it right there. They have some of the set over here with one of the dresses, Georgina. And over here, Peter the Third's costume. And then over here they have Catherine's war dress, showing her wearing it. And Elle Fanning played her, and that's the costume right there. Now, let's see what kind of experience they're guiding us into here. Ooh, I like it. Game of Thrones. Olivar.
Other boys noticed how wolfish and tall I was. Mom, word, aren't you just mom?
And then these are also from Game of Thrones, the dragon eggs.
Whispered in my ear how they wanted to marry me and take me back to their castles.
This is all Game of Thrones stuff. And in every room, I haven't really been showing it, but he does have like a kind of a nod to the costume designer who made each production stuff. So here's for this one right there. And that's Mace Tyrell.
Keep the game going longer. They were toying with me. Brienne the Beauty, they called me. Great joke. And I realized I was.
And then over here, hold the door.
Lumbering beast. always say it out there. And all my life I've been knocking you into the dust.
Wow.
Women can't be knights.
Lady, she's not a sir. You're not the knight.
I'm just a knight.
That's amazing.
You're not some surprise, lady.
Game of
I
Thrones,
don't want to be a knight.
huge collection here.
Okay.
They're showing it up there.
I've achieved my purpose.
Well, I'm proud of you. I am. I'll prove it. I'm not the fighter I used to be.
Something to
This is great. You can just take a seat and watch some of the scenes that these costumes and props were in. But look at that. Remember when she's with the bear? Maiden Fair.
Must be right.
That's that costume right there. And then the chariot right behind is pictured right down here. And then here they have, that's one of the hero costumes. Wow. Season 5.
And I'm yours, my lady. I will shield your back and give my love to your supreme queen. I keep my word to confront you and protect you.
Still got like the blood and stuff on it. Wow. Great job on this.
The changes we made.
She's a true knight.
Wow. There's a ton more. Right here, that is from Vikings. Cap's battle armor and the throne. That's crazy. Wow. This is the Queen's costume from Vikings. Valhalla. And then these are also from Vikings. She's wearing that right there. These are all from Vikings. Must have bought out a whole lot. Like an auction lot or something. It's one of the Queen's dresses. And the gold dress. King Rollo, Princess Gisela. These are really well-made costumes. Nice period pieces. And then over here, that's an unused cloak from the show. And then over here, they have a ton of costumes. And these are all from Vikings. This whole room. And then this is from the Northman, which I have not seen. I don't know anything about the Northman. They do have the costumes being worn on this picture. Both of them wearing them. So now we go in here. Oh, Spartacus. These are all going to be from Spartacus that I'm showing you now. The displays are great too. Now this is from the Great Wall. All of these. So the Red Eagle core armor. They have all the different colors of armor. So every one of these, they have photo matched on a plaque in front of it. Then he actually said one of the people who worked on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers had a bunch of this stuff and was nice enough to allow him to put it in here on display. So it's not his collection, that's not something that he passionately collected, but that's a huge community. And you know, I went to when I first started vlogging, my second vlog, I went with the parody rapper Rucka Ali to Mighty Morphin PowerCon, and I saw how big the Power Rangers community is. So these are amazing. That's Jason Lee Scott's actual costume. And here's Annie with an E props and costumes. That's very cool. Got pretty much all the main costumes for all the main characters and even some of the props. So there's kind of some oddities in here. If you look here, you got True Blood Pam's vampire teeth. You've got a Beetlejuice business card. And then you've got Luck of the Irish, his lucky coin. And then the tethered scissors from Us. And then they have the orc masks from Bright. And then I was so happy when this came out, Everything Everywhere All at Once, because Ke Huy Quan was back acting and getting some recognition. I loved him as Short Round in Indiana Jones, and then of course as Data in Goonies. So they have his and Jamie Lee Curtis and Michelle Yeoh's costumes here on display. So there he is with the fanny pack and everything, and they have that right there. Whole costume with the hole in the pants and everything. And then that was Jamie Lee Curtis's. And the bagel. Everything bagel. Alright, let's see what we have in here now. Harry Potter. That's cool.
The wardrobe at Once Upon a Time, I think, is pretty amazing. We're so lucky.
Over here. Oh my gosh! A Wonka bar! It looks like it would be from the Johnny Depp one. But I love stuff like that. I love seeing those kind of fun things in museums I did not expect to see. I tried my best not to know what they already had here. I saw like a list of a couple of things, but I wanted to be surprised. So these are things from The Last Airbender. All of these costumes.
We wanted to be different kind of captain than you've ever seen before. We just wanted to
and then these are from Legend of the Seeker. The ones that I'm going to be showing you now. The medieval Robin Hood looking stuff. The leather cuffs and everything. over here we have the School for Good and Evil costumes. They do have photos down here of all of them wearing the costumes that I'm showing you. And then we're moving on to Ella Enchanted. So they have, that was Vivica A. Fox's Lucinda costume. And then they have Ella's costume, Anne Hathaway's costume right there. And photos, of course, of both of them wearing their costumes. And then that is Aragon's costume from Aragon. Now look over here. We got all kinds of fun stuff. I'm going to start over here with the Cat in the Hat. The Grinch Who Stole Christmas right there. And Thing 1 from the Cat in the Hat. Great costumes. And then we have, no doubt, Harry Potter right here. Katie's checking out. Ooh, look at what we have, Katie. Harry's acceptance letter.
Yep, I remember that part. That was big.
Harry's acceptance letter to Hogwarts. And Quidditch robe. George's, yeah. That is great. And then here we have Grogu. And then this is from the Hunger Games. This is Peeta's costume. And then Robin Hood. 2018 Robin Hood. And then Angelina Jolie's Maleficent. Wow. Yeah, and there's a photo of her wearing it right there. Now let's go see the Jungles of Fantasy. I love the way it's laid out. Oh, Jurassic Park? Oh, Lost World. Compy. Oh, wow. There's a photo of her playing with him. I saw that. That was a great movie. I liked it. Stan Winston Studios. So that's from Peter Pan also. The sword. And there. It's being worn right there. And then this is from Hook. Thud butt. Oh, wow. The mask. The Loki mask. Wow. That's cool. That is pretty cool. And then over here, this is from The Mummy. Used in the movie The Mummy. Hello. I I saw a cabinet sitting there and I'm like, I wonder if we're supposed to open that, go on in. And we did. And now we're coming to Chronicles of Narnia stuff. I love that. Wonder how many people knew that they were supposed to go into that cabinet. Very cool. Some more Chronicles of Narnia. If you get scared easily, look away. Oh! Cinnamon. Snowflake. The Minotaur. Pretty cool museum. The wand of the White Witch. And then over here, it's the crown. Remnant crown. That is pretty neat. Boy, if you love these movies, he has one heck of a display for them. Now what do we have? More Narnia. Susan's costume. And then Peter's costume. And there's Lucy's costume. And Edmund's costume. All right, Katie, I don't know about you. I enjoyed myself. Did you?
I did. I mean, the props were amazing, costumes were great, and let's face it, we're living in a day where a lot of stuff is done with CGI, so it's really fantastic to be able to get so close to this and to see all the details up close. It's very cool.
And he loves fantasy stuff, and I think the fantasy stuff tends to be like the most creative. As we saw the Narnia, like Minotaur costumes and stuff were almost like lifelike. But to me, seeing like the mask that Jim Carrey used, stuff like that I did not expect to see, so I really...
The Wonka bar? I mean, what other place would you see an actual screen-used Wonka bar? That's
yeah. I hope he gets to reopen again. This was definitely worth the experience. I'm glad that we hightailed it here for the last day to be able to share this with everybody, and if nothing else happens again, at least it'll be live on YouTube. So, well, I truly hope that he's able to reopen this, that Minnesota gets another movie museum. Well, my friends, I hope you enjoyed our day here at the Maplewood Mall and seeing the last day of that Enchanted Fantasy Film Museum. We'll see you all next time. Have a great night, and goodbye.